Hi, I'm Melanie Gualtieri. I have now actually lived in the Huron community area for 4 years, having been a resident of Kitchener since birth. The Huron area is definitely a modern age area. Well, we're starting to have a lot of the amenities out here as we're the last vestige of property that City of Kitchener owns, and therefore we've got new individuals, multinational community out here, and everybody seems to be flocking to it, which we greatly appreciate and enjoy, having them come on board and be a part of our community. Wallace is on the other side of Huron Road, and it intersects with Fisher Hallman. It is an old property. The first individual down here was John Wallace. All I know is that it was the homestead for John Wallace and the property surrounding it. One company has bought it out, and so they're maintaining it as an office. And so they're making the subdivision, Wollaston, in a unique manner. It has a lot of catch basins. It's going to have little vignettes, a gated community within there. It'll be having a Catholic and a public school also on this side. In the Huron community, we have the Jean Steckley School. 7 years ago was given by the Steckley family. The newest addition that we have at the Huron community is the RBJ Schlegel Community Park. It's a huge playground that has a splash pad, and we will be having a swim complex with sports fields. We had just opened up the playground area, fortunately during COVID, but it did open up and children are still allowed to come and play. On the Fisher Hallman Seabrook side, we have one small plaza. However, the rest is all housing. The closest place, which was supposed to have occurred, about 2 years ago, would have been Bleams Road and Fisher Hallman at the end of the Huron Natural Park and the Steckley farms down there. While they were doing construction, further up is a creek that runs through there, and it's Strasburg Creek, and they found an archaeological find, which is amazing. So they are looking at, First Nation coming out here was like about 500 years ago. So the Huron Natural Area is just at the far end of the Huron community, behind the Portuguese Club. They have a lot of events. They have natural trails. It's almost like a pristine area out there with a beautiful lake and just the trails going through it, the animals that are in there, and it's a wonderful family retreat to get to. Some of the houses face the trail, so they can just leave from their backyard, walk in and walk along the trail. One of the things that I really enjoy about Huron is when I moved here and started to take my grandchildren to school, I was able to meet, new younger mothers and family members and get to start over. And it reminded me of when my childhood living in the North Ward, in Kitchener. You just knew who your neighbors were. If you knew your kids were going over to so-and-so's place, that's fine. Being a volunteer with the community association and at school, it just opens me up to, different walks of life and trying to bring the best to my grandchildren.